What's up there, SEO pros? If you're looking to learn how to do local SEO in 2017, this is the tutorial for you. We're actually continuing this video from another video we did previously, which I will link to in the description. But what we're actually going to be covering is a moving company that we've been working with. We've been only working with them for about a month, and you can see that they're actually starting to show up a lot more in search. The analytics don't lie here. One of the things that we actually haven't really done yet is get the reviews responded to on Google, which is something we'll cover in a second. Sorry, I have ADD, but definitely this is gonna be a good tutorial for anybody who's either a beginner to local or somebody who's just looking to improve their skills at local. Like I said in the previous videos, I show you guys all the different changes I made to achieve these ranking increases, and also all the different things I did for tracking. You can see right here, here I'll cover this, but I actually just got another check from this company after only a month of working with them. So we're just going to dive right into it. Let me move this panel over. This is a live video, so if any of you guys join in, make sure you ask your questions. And if you're watching this in the future, make sure you ask your questions too. So the first thing that we're going to want to look at is the analytics to kind of compare what's been going on the last month. And it might have been a little bit over a month. I think we might have started maybe like 32 days ago, 33 days ago, not that it really matters. So we're going to head over to Search Console, and we're going to look at the domain that we're working on. And we'll go to Search Analytics, and we'll go to Impressions, Click-Throughs, and Positions. Now you might see here that the data is not really different, right? So of course we just started implementing Search Console about, actually might have been a little under 30 days ago, so about 28 days ago. So we don't have that much data. But if we just go by clicks like that, and let me pull down my camera so you guys can see this. If we just go by clicks, you'll see that nothing's really changed, right? So mainly what we've been doing is SEO for the map listing, which is a little bit different than going for the organic results. The map listing, you can usually get your business or somebody else's business to show up fairly quickly for searches without the amount of effort you would actually have to spend for organic. Now, that isn't to say that some of the things that you're going to be doing to show up in the map results aren't going to be similar to the things that you're going to be wanting to do to show up organically. So right here, you'll see these are the different clicks queries we've been getting clicks for. So let's just put back impressions, click-throughs, and positions. And actually, let's just look at positions really quick. So if we look at positions, looks like we were there when we first started tracking. And then we went down after some changes we made, and then it went back up, and now it looks like it's slowly going up. And that's not just for one page, that's for one query, that's for all the queries. So if we go to pages, and we click on maybe like the home page, let's go to the home page. We can see this is the specific rankings that's been going up for this page, but then we would actually go to queries, see what this is showing up for, and then we'd want to see the clicks that it's getting clicks for. So the actual brand name, of course, and then if we go that to the brand name, of course, the brand name is probably already going to be in like high position. So we're looking more for the actual queries that people are typing in. So let's just reset these top pages again, because we're actually going to want to look for whatever we're getting clicks for. So this is the actual query. So if we go to Movers Santa Barbara, and then we go by position, so it looks like 17. And if we go to pages, we can actually see which page is ranking for that. So the home page and also the Contact Us page. We don't really have to look at that, and like I said, we don't have that much data right now, and some of the changes that we made were only in the last month, so it's not much that we can look at, but this is something that you do want to start looking at when you're doing local SEO, is what people are starting to show up for. The cool thing is that we are starting to show up for Movers Santa Barbara and Moving Company Santa Barbara after some basic optimizations we made in the other tutorials. So we're going to cancel out of here. Oh, hold on, let me go in there, see if we need to check anything else. I think we did see, hold on. I think there was some errors. If we go to messages, it'll say what if we have any errors. So it looks like we have some AMP errors with the AMP pages we implemented on the site. Index pages, doesn't look like, okay, invalid structured data element, and then that's just the coming soon page, which we could probably de-index. Nothing too much to worry about right now. It doesn't look like any of the other pages are having any issues. So now we can cancel out of that. And so, like I said, when we first came into this, we really do want to get these reviews responded to. The owner said that he would respond to them, but it's kind of one of those things that it's like, if you can't get somebody to respond to the reviews, you know, it's almost better to do it yourself. Of course, I'm not going to do that because it's not my business, but just by simply saying thank you for the review is better than not having a responded review. And it has been almost a month, so I'm going to try to bring it up again. But one of the things with clients is that you don't want to ask them of too many things, because if you do, then they start getting overwhelmed, and then I mean, you can ask them for stuff, but I try to only do it for the things that are really necessary that I need to ask them for. So I will bring this up again in the near future. But by responding to reviews, you actually do get more value on your listings. Cappuccini says, why did you make AMP pages? AMP pages, is the whole site built on AMP? So no, this is a WordPress site, and the AMP pages are from a plugin. So AMP is actually something that can be implemented now on actual pages and not just blog posts. So like for instance, if you look up my website, I think Chase Reiner, I don't know which query, but all of the pages are marked up with AMP, and you'll get instant search results for a lot of the stuff, depending on the query. Of course, I can't look at it from my desktop, but AMP pages are definitely something that you can start implementing now, and you won't get a penalty for it. Some people don't want to implement AMP for some reason. I don't see what the problem is with it. I mean, I think it's good, and Google recommends that you use it, so I don't understand why you wouldn't. Okay, David Matthews says, could you do more videos where you go out and local SEO offers? So you mean like do more outreach? I was actually with a client today. I met 2 clients, and right after I met the second client, and I got 3 checks today. I can show you guys. So I got, hold on, I won't show you the actual checks, but so 3 checks today. And that's all for SEO. And the only reason I show you guys that isn't because I'm trying to brag or anything. I'm just showing you guys that the stuff that I'm teaching you is possible for you to make money with. It's not like one of those get rich quick schemes. I actually know how to do this stuff. So also what I was going to say is when I met with the second client, I was going to ask if I could have an interview style, like maybe get like a tripod or something, and like start like talking to her about SEO stuff so that I could post it on YouTube so you guys could see me dealing with my clients. I thought that would be really cool. So next time I go and meet my clients, I think I'll do something like that, because that would be really, really cool. KJ says, for PPL, where you're hiring, selling to contractors, how do you set up your site? So right now I'm not really selling. I'm not outsourcing at all except for web design. And in that scenario, I just reach out to them via phone. I think that's what you're asking. I don't know what you're asking. Stephen B says, what's up, homie? Where's the beanie? Beanie's over there. And what's up, dude? KJ says, for example, if we're setting up a site for a brand, Aloha Movers, can you be very specific about your services, prices, location specific, etc.? For all this stuff, you want to know, like, hold on. Are you talking about the person I'm working with, or how I'm working with the person or the brand? I think you're talking about the brand, and for that, that's this site, which we've actually been optimizing. There's another tutorial where I did this for 2 hours, and that's how we were able to achieve all these different ranking increases right here with all white hat SEO. If you want to watch that video, I said I would link to it in the description, but because it's live right now, I will. I'll just give you that local SEO for movers. I think I got it to rank for. KJ says, so for non-branded PPL sites, which I don't know what that is, how can you still rank high and build trust with your site? For non-branded PPL sites, you're gonna have to explain to me what a PPL site is. Here's the link. What are your rates to do SEO? Right now I'm charging $100 an hour, but I should be charging more because I don't really do much SEO implementation. Most of the stuff is for videos and how-to tutorials, which I've been doing for free right now. Cappuccini says, how did you get them? So all of these people, most of them I either got through referrals from like the marketing that I've been doing, or I got them through cold call outreach. And I actually did a video on how I do my cold call outreach in the other video that I will leave in the description also. And if you look up cold call outreach on YouTube with Chase Reiner, you'll find it. KJ says, just in general, the structure of the sites you build. Okay, so how to actually structure a site with the services pages, all that stuff. So, I mean, a good example of this is like this quick Squarespace site that I actually made for this. And it's like, it has like the home, the services pages with all of the different services in there, reviews, location, about, contact, all the essential pages, and then the site map, all that stuff linked in the footer. This is a good example because I actually ranked and rented the site. I'm currently doing that right now for kind of maybe where you would want to start heading with your SEO. One of the things that I did with the services pages is I only made them 1 level down, and I should have made them 2 levels down. So this should have been category services and then the different repairs I did. So that's one of the things I should have done on this. But with this site, what we've been doing is how I actually specifically achieved this stuff right here. All of these showing up hired searches. I actually didn't do any citations. The only thing that I did, because I saw that they were already doing well on citations, I created a bunch of interlinks on the website because I saw a bunch of pages had really high page authority but weren't linking to other important pages. And I did a lot of interlinking for like 2 hours. And with that, I also did, we started doing review generation with a tool called Plepper, where you have really high conversions with this tool, more than any other tool I found for getting reviews. So like literally all you do is just go to tools, Google review link generator. You type in your location, which we have Aloha Moving right here. You grab the location, you get the generate awesome link, and you just grab that and send it to somebody. And what will happen is this pops up, and then it comes up with an automatic 5-star reviews. And if they're not logged in, it takes them through the login process. So it's really a good tool. You can use it through text message. You can use it through Facebook Messenger. You can use it through email. It's amazing. Larry Nelson's asking, if I hire/partner with you to do SEO for my clients' sites, what would your rates be? We can talk privately if you want to slide in the DM, but let me know because I need some help. Like I was saying, I do it for $100 an hour as long as I can do live video. If I can't do the video on the stuff that I'm doing, then I have to charge a lot more. That's why I'm able to charge so cheap, because most people don't want me to do video with their stuff. So the reason why these clients are getting my services for so cheap is because all of them let me do videos on their stuff. Christopher Risme says, does your area have a lot of competition? I'm in Miami and there's some big guys out there. So for moving Santa Barbara, I can show you specifically. Hold on. So you'll see we're actually number 2 right there. I am signed in. Let's see if I'm not signed in, if it'll still give us that. Yep, number 2. And you'll see the ads are crazy here. And all of these are actually like really high PPCs. I think they're like in the $18 to $20 range per click. And then you'll see that in really competitive industries, I guess, for some reason, Google actually removes the reviews, even though they all have reviews. So I'm going to try to rank this guy number 1 that I'm working with. He wasn't even on the map. I mean, he was on the map, but he was like position 15 or something. And I think he's starting to move up in organic as well. So if we go over here, it looks like, is he around here? Let's see. Oh gosh, where is it? So he's on the 2nd page. So of course the organic rankings are going to be a lot different, and it's going to be a lot more link building for that actual page, and then also probably creating higher relevancy signals for that page. So I actually do want to go in that and optimize that page further. To hopefully start increasing our rankings for that specific organic search result as well. We'll probably use SEO Profiler for that. Nova Fusion says, I'm coming from learning Black Hat. I'm more interested in White Hat and quality of websites. That's awesome. Black Hat is really just going out of style, in my opinion. David Lord says, do you think the rank and rent method is still good to sell? I would much rather just do like implementation and get clients like on a local retainer and then start training a team and getting something going like that than doing local ranking and renting, unless you really understand how to sell rank and rent businesses. It's very hard to do unless you're selling to really high quality markets like maybe realtors or something. And Aneem says how to rank for near me keyword, and near me is literally just your location and then a couple ranking signals. It more has to do with where your actual location is. So like movers near me, that's really gonna have to do with how close you actually are to these locations. So of course, right here, so Mammoth moving, I think I'm actually closer to, but I think this has a little bit higher of a quality signal going into Google, so that's why that's actually ranking higher. But it also has to do with how close you actually are to the location. So still basic local SEO things that you're going to want to work on either way. I mean, there is no specific near me method. It's not like you're going to be making pages with like movers near me. And Christopher Rismay says, well, I also meant for the SEO on the SEO side. So on the SEO side of things, I was actually able to rank #1 in my city for Santa Barbara, and then I realized that query had no actual value. So you want to figure out what's going to actually be converting before you go and do keywords. Either way, let's get back into it. So, for this company, like I said, we did a lot of interlinking. If we go in and actually view the insights, one of the big things is we do need to get those reviews responded to. So I'm going to go to Notepad and say that respond to reviews ASAP. We're also going to want to keep generating reviews. I'll say probably, I don't know, maybe like 20 more reviews. I mean, we already have more reviews than I think most people in this area. So let's go to Mover Santa Barbara and look at where we're at with the reviews in comparison to everyone else. So if we got 22 reviews there, they have 18. They have 1. These guys have, I don't even know. These guys have 9. So yeah. So I mean, we don't need many more reviews here, in my opinion. I mean, we're going to start ranking pretty hot. We're probably going to start ranking #1 pretty soon here, if we maybe even do like 10 more reviews and keep doing the stuff we're doing. Like I said, we're going to want to start showing up for the other semantic variations and also start showing up in organic search. We might also want to split our efforts into not really optimizing as much for organic as maybe optimizing for other things that people are going to be looking for us on. So maybe even start going towards Yelp, because we'll probably be getting way more leads through Yelp than we would be through organic, because most people don't go past the map results for service related businesses like this stuff. But of course, we are going to want to start going for organic at some point. So let's go over here and see what they're doing in terms of moving for Yelp. And a lot of Yelp's algorithm is also generating reviews. So we got Aussie Moving, Aloha Moving, they're #2, which is really good. They're probably getting a good amount of leads through that. If we go into analytics, we'll actually be able to see. So this is their organic traffic. I segmented out. Let me remove that. Oops, sorry, that's all users. Cancel. Get rid of that one. Is there a tool to generate the link and email them? Email them for the reviews, you mean? And yeah, I was actually just covering that. It's called Plepper. All right, so let's go to acquisition, all traffic, and we'll go to source medium. And we'll see that we got 5 referrals. So this is in the last, let's see, since we started working on it, which was on December 16th. So this is like in the last month. And this isn't as many referrals as Yelp as I thought, but most of the people who are actually going to them from Yelp are probably just calling them from there or using their call to actions. We might want to consider using some sort of call forwarding to be able to track that, but that's something where it will change your NAP citation if you do it on Yelp, and you don't really want that to happen. Because those exact match, those NAP citation signals are really important to have, and you don't really want to change them unless you have to. Let me get out of here and cancel out of here. Whoops, cancel out of there. And then you'll see Google Organic, we got 39 with a 56% bounce rate, which is not that high, but it's not that low. One thing we might actually want to implement on here is Hotjar, which is a tool that will actually let us track our customer visits and see how people are going to the site. Another thing that I want to start doing is increase their brand signals. And what we can do for that is start doing posts on their Facebook. So if we look over here on here, we'll see if we go to moving tips, and we got a question from Ronit saying exact match domains versus PMD versus branded domains. What is PMD domain? PMD, partial matching domain. So yeah, I mean, exact match domains have no ranking factor like for Google anymore in terms of like an actual ranking factor, but they may help in terms of branding. So for instance, like iPhone repair Santa Barbara, because I have that exact match domain, and it's showing up in the URL, it makes it look a little bit more legit, and also shows up in bold. That's the only real benefit in terms of like branding, in terms of click-throughs. But in terms of the actual keywords being in the exact match domain, doesn't really matter anymore. So you'll see there's a bunch of different moving tips on this page that we can just use to repurpose, because of course social signals are also huge for increasing rankings. So if we look through here, we can see like, let's see, like in general, moving can be very challenging. However, moving with a family brings a whole new meaning to the word challenge. Adults can be emotional. However, we tend to be more in control of our emotions, whereas children's emotions are, so we could start with something like that and then post to the rest of the post after this. All we have to do is set up a tool like Buffer for them, and we could invoice for this. It's only like $10 a month. And what you do is you just connect your different social channels and then schedule out your posts like this. That's of course too long, so we might want to, well, for Twitter, I think for Facebook, let's see, let's get out of there, let's get out of there. Yeah, for Facebook, I think it's acceptable. We might not want to go with that long of a post because that's kind of a lot. So of course I'm going to want to go through this and look at it, and I might even make a different post for this, like how to schedule out posts or something. But you would just do like read more at, and then do the actual article, boom. I'm not going to actually do this one, but then it'll put an image. And then if they let you, can start doing like a advertising budget on Facebook as well, and start targeting people who are interested in your area, like Santa Barbara, or people who live in the area. And start getting some branding going as well, getting people clicking on your site based off your brand, which also helps send brand signals to Google saying, hey, look, this site is legit. People are looking for the brand, and you start getting higher rankings off of that as well. Also, the reason why you'd want to start advertising in separate channels is because if you can get reviews on separate channels, Google will also weigh those into their local algorithm now. So if we go over to Mover Santa Barbara, we might even see it. We got a question saying Whitespark versus Scrapebox versus Bright Local for citations. I haven't used Scrapebox or Bright Local, but I have used Whitespark, and I really like Whitespark. In terms of buying the citations off of Whitespark, it's really expensive. I'd probably go with something else. Like I have somebody that I found on Fiverr that does like legit citations, not spam citations, for like pretty cheap. So if you have the money to spend on citations from Whitespark, you can do that, but very expensive. So if we scroll down, we're not actually seeing them, but in some queries, and it might not show it on moving companies, but like for instance, like computer repair or some other queries, it might not show up right now. They're constantly changing the algorithm, which is kind of annoying. You will sometimes see different reviews from separate sources like Yelp and Facebook. So they do weigh those things in. They weigh in social media. So what we're going to actually do is, let's go to our rank tracker slash audit software, which is SEO Profiler. And we will say to start scheduling, hold on, perhaps Hotjar, and then we're going to say start scheduling out social posts, start generate, and then probably generate 20 more reviews for Google. These are all just possible goals, and then maybe we'll just say 10 for Yelp. Yelp's a lot harder, and you have to be a little bit careful with how you're getting your actual reviews on Yelp. We won't dive into that right now. So if we go to your projects on SEO Profiler, and then we go to Aloha Moving, I think we are tracking only 4 keywords, so we do need to track more. And then we go to ranking monitor, and then alerts. So Santa Barbara Moving. So we're starting to go up on different search engines as well, which isn't that big of a deal. Also, we want to make sure that we are on Bing because people do look for services on Bing as well, like older people who haven't necessarily changed their Microsoft computer's default search engine over yet, or they don't know how to do that. So we go here, same sort of ads. Okay, so we are showing up on the map. That's fine. And then let's see if we're showing up at all on the organic results. And if we're not, so Mover, Santa Barbara, California, yes, so we are. That's fine. One of the things that you do want to do if you are doing local is consider setting up your Bing Webmaster Tools as well, or actually just in any situation, because you can start getting indexed on Bing a lot faster if you set up your Bing Webmaster Tools and start indexing your stuff over there as well, making sure your sitemap's up there. And they have a lot of cool tools that you can use. I might actually make a separate tutorial for that. So let me just put a note for that side project. Bing Webmaster Tools tutorial. Okay, so we're going back here. We got some alerts. Let's see if we got any negative alerts. Santa Barbara Moving. Looks like it says it lost a couple positions. Moving company Santa Barbara. Looks like it lost a couple there. Unsuccessful keyword 0. We want to add more of our keywords because we are only tracking these 4. What I like to do is I just go to Search Console and I just extract a CSV of the keywords that I'm actually going for. So let me go down here to Aloha Moving right there. And we're going to go to Google, search traffic, search analytics. And then we're going to filter by last 90 days. And then we're going to scroll to the bottom and press download. And I'm only going to use the ones that are currently getting clicks for. We might use a couple underneath that. So I'll go over here. We just got a question from Modeep saying, is that moving company a client of yours or a can rent thing? It's actually a client I got. Okay, so you'll see these are the different queries. So we got these. We might want to do a couple more. We'll just do a couple more right here, except for that cubic feet box. We'll keep that out. So I'll grab those, go back to here. We're going to add keywords, and I think some of these are overlapping, so we're going to take those out. So like Santa Barbara Moving, we already have that one. Whoops. That's a brand keyword. I guess we can keep that one. We're going to take out that cubic feet box. Boom. Looks good. Take that out. And looks good. Add keywords. Also, we're going to go to SEMrush and see if there's any other ones that are getting picked up that maybe we're not necessarily getting clicks for. So if we go here, type in alohamoving.com. And we'll see that we're getting traffic. So we go here. Ronit says, any views on topical SEO for local biz? What do you mean by topical SEO? Like different services? Topical optimization. I'm going to read this because I think this is based off things that are semantically related to your main keyword, right? That you're going for. So for instance, like moving services, moving whatever else is going to be around. Like for iPhone repair, and there's also other things like Android repair, tablet repair. I think that's what you're talking about, right? And creating separate landing pages for those different queries. So unfortunately, I don't have SEMrush Pro anymore, so I can't show you the different search results. But these are some of the ones that we're getting, or at least the ones that we already have rankings for. And I think we can filter by position. It might actually require us to be Pro. Let's see if it lets us do it. So it's not letting me do it. Actually, yeah, it is. So Aloha Movers, Santa Barbara, California moving. We actually want to track that one. That's a good one. And ideally, I should be getting SEMrush so I can look at all these different queries. And then also you'll see we're getting rankings for queries that are more like national. And we can actually start getting an email list going for that. Start getting more interactions on social media also by remarketing to these people who are going to be coming to us through content, our content marketing, which we actually have a lot of on the site. So we do add keywords, go all, boom. I think we might have a couple of those already. Let me go up here and do it. Santa Barbara, California moving, packing materials. And I think we might have that one already. I don't think it will add duplicates though if we put it in there. Yeah, so Ronit was talking about like the different semantic related queries. So for instance, the moving company that I'm working with, you'll see that they have residential moving. They'll have the other variations of moving. So like for instance, move with your family, move with your pet. But the thing is a lot of these have to do with more like national based queries and not really like Santa Barbara move pet Santa Barbara sort of articles. So I did re-optimize these posts around Santa Barbara, and I did start doing some interlinking, but there's still, because there's so much on the site, I can't do all of it at once, and I did as much as I could in that 2 hours that I worked on it. So if we go to Site Aloha Moving, it says 33 index, but I know there's definitely more pages than that on this site. Modeep says, if you'd like, I cold call all day, get clients and be successful at it. And if you want for your audience, I could do some cold calls live and see how it goes. I'll message you on Skype about it. Yeah, sure. I'd love to post a video about that. People are really interested in the cold calls. I don't want to do cold calls though, because I don't want to get more clients, but I can do them. Okay, so we got some more keywords tracked. We'll probably start getting some alerts around those. If we go to alerts, let's see if we already got them. Yeah, so you'll see Aloha Mover Santa Barbara. Of course, we're showing up for our brand. Santa Barbara Moving, number 8 on Yahoo, which is not a big deal. Packing for materials, yada, yada, yada. So we're actually going to want to go to page optimization, top 10 optimizer, and we're going to want to start looking at trying to rank higher for Mover Santa Barbara, because that is one of our main, that is our main keyword, but we're also going to want to go for those topical pages as well in the near future. So if we press get ranking pages, it'll show who else is ranking, and it'll compare our stuff to their stuff. We move green, hazelwoodalley.com. We're going to take out that Yelp result and get the 4th result because we don't want a Yelp result. We'll go Mover Santa Barbara. We'll go to Meathead Movers, which is interesting because the other one said it's not that. So I don't know what the deal with that is. So get 10. Oh, probably should have put HTTP. Oh, go, go, go. Damn it. Whatever. So you'll see we scored at 27%. And it's going to show us the different things that we need to do. Link building is one of them. I actually think we are really low on links, which is probably why we're also ranking really low organically. So if we go to Ahrefs and we go and look at our links, so we'll go to alohamoving.com. And we go to backlinks. And we go to all links. Actually, sorry. We want to group similar links because we don't want to see all of the links. And it looks like we only have 20 similar links, and I don't think a lot of these are hyper local. Yeah, because a lot of them are actually just like this Montecito real estate might actually be hyper local. Let's see. Yeah, that's hyper local, but it's not very contextual. So the thing about so yeah, there we are. The thing about these type of links is because there's so many, they get really devalued. And they're also, you get a higher amount of value in your links when there's actual paragraphs of text around your links. So we're going to want to go for more hyper local links, see what we can do for that. We might even want to see if anybody can start building us hyper local links for our business. Because the generic citations, I think we have a lot of. So let's go over to Whitespark and see what we're doing in terms of the generic citations. We'll go to login. We'll go to local citation finder. We'll go to, and I think we did start trying to build some hyperlocal citations with like just like some cold outreach via like contact form on a website, which is one way to do it. I was just showing you guys that as an example. I don't think we ever actually got a response on that. It's actually better to try to reach out to people that you're already friends with who have websites, because this guy actually knows a lot of people, and see if we can get any similar links on those hyper-local websites, or try to get hyper-local like citations via like news sites or something like that. Let's go to Santa Barbara, California, and then we'll type in movers, go. That's gonna crawl. We're gonna press view search results while we wait. It's gonna load. And yeah, so there's not much going on here. A lot of our actual links are the interlinking that we did. So if we go to all links, I believe, this actually only shows backlinks, I think. So we actually want to see, internal linking. And I don't know where to find that on Ahrefs. I'm going to use Moz Open Site Explorer for that. I'm used to the Open Site Explorer, but it used to be free and now it's paid, so I'm not really used to Ahrefs. I actually got a free account with Ahrefs when I did a podcast with them. Okay, let's see, Chase Reiner, or sorry, Aloha Moving. AlohaMoving.com. Go. Oh, actually, we want the actual version. I think it's just HTTP. Yeah. Boom. So yeah, domain authority 12, which means we're really just not getting that many links to this. Page authority 20. And we're going to go to all links, this page, not external. We're going to go internal. We did a bunch of this the other day when we were working on this stuff. We did a lot of internal linking. So 28 inbound links now with a lot of different pages. Some of them have decent page authorities. And you'll see that's the different moving tips we were doing and whatnot. And for some reason it's saying external links, we have none. But I don't know if that's just going by the last. No, I mean, it should there should be links showing up for this, so that's crazy to me. The fact that this site wouldn't have any links wouldn't make sense to me, because we were seeing some come in through Ahrefs. So that's definitely something we need to work on in this site, because it has tons of high quality content. And the fact that it's not ranking with all the content it has really indicates to me that it definitely needs some links. Also, we can go over to SEO Profiler and use their link comparison tool. Isolated CBD says check Majestic. I'm going to use this link profiler, or sorry, this link comparison tool. Hold on. Keywords. Nope. Link building. Where is it? Where is it? Is it top 5 link finder? Might be that. So I think this is it. No, that just compares similar links. Enter keyword, no. Link manager. I don't remember. I haven't done this link comparison in a while. It might be link profiler. So let's see. No, that's for the actual site. Sorry about this, guys. I'm trying to find this. Weekly opportunities, starter backlinks, opportunity finder. I think that's it. Domain finder, that's not what we want. That's not what we want. That's not what we want. So it might be that one. It might be that other one. I think it is. We'll try it out. So we'll go to link building, top 5. We'll plug in those sites. Go to movers. Santa Barbara. We'll grab Meathead Movers. Whoops, go back. We'll grab Mammoth Moving. We'll grab We Move Green. Grab Hazelwood. Boom. And then these guys. So I think with this though, it only shows the top links that are in common with these sites. So yeah, look, see, you'll see independent, which is of course hyperlocal. We definitely would want a link from there if we could get it. SB Access, which is also hyperlocal. BizSpot. So that's just right off the bat. Of course, we want to see all of the links that are coming through here. For some reason, it's not showing a comparison for all of the websites. For like all the links they have total, it's just only showing the ones that they have in common. We could just run a backlink check individually on these websites. Like for instance, just go to University Movers and then just look at what links they have. But it is nice to be able to see like all of the links in common. Let's go to backlinks here. And we can just sort by like what the UR is. And that just basically is Moz's like domain rating, or sorry, page rank rating. So you'll see these are actually, I think, B2B nature. These might even be private blog networks, which is pretty black hat. But I wouldn't put it past moving companies to be hiring PBNs. And then also, yeah, so these look kind of shady. So yeah, I think we just need to do whatever we can to get more hyperlocal links, because that in our area it's not that hard. Like literally, you can just get a news article written about you on independent.com or any of these other news sites in our area for pretty cheap. Of course, there are going to be no follow links, but no follow links still count. So let's go to start generating hyperlocal links. And then also do hyperlocal citations, because I think if we go to citations, let's actually check those. Hold on. So this is done. If we go to view sources, we should be showing up here now. So Aloha Moving says number 4, but of course these other ones are ads. So if we actually go to compare businesses here, it'll show us all the citations in common. So these citations aren't necessarily links all the time. They can just be mentions of the business. We got some questions. Aneem says relevancy versus authority. Both are very important. Relevancy is super important. Authority is super important. I can't really split both of them up and say one's more important than the other. They're both very important to have. Of course, if you don't really have any authority on your website, it's going to take forever to rank your pages. You might not even rank them. And if your content's not relevant to what people are actually looking for, or whatever you're trying to rank for, in terms of like the on-page optimizations you're doing for said article, you're probably not going to rank it for what you're trying to rank it for. So good question though. Aaron Robinson says, how much work will $500 get me for SEO on a website and or Facebook page to generate more clients? So for Facebook, I would recommend going with somebody who I'd actually outsource to. I'm not as good at Facebook. I'm decent at Facebook, but I'm better at SEO. In terms of how far it will get you, how much work it'll get you, depends on your business. Isolated CBD says, Modeep, if you get too busy with your work, you can outsource some to me. Ronit says, your views on press release and Web 2.0 link building. I actually have been running some experiments with Web 2.0 link building. I actually got a bunch of Web 2.0 Tier 1, Tier 2, and Tier 3 links built. I don't believe in PBNs, but Web 2.0, like in terms of like different content syndication networks, are definitely interesting to me, and I'm trying to see what the power of those are, because they're not necessarily black hat. Aneem says, do you optimize for voice search? If so, if yes, how do you optimize? And that all has to go with optimizing for the knowledge graph, and that's a completely different topic that I have to dive into, but that would be an interesting video that I do want to consider in the future. But I haven't done much optimizations for the knowledge graph really, besides organization markup and whatnot. So of course, all these different businesses have Yelp.com in common, Monta.com. So these are all the different things that are in common. And of course, this just has to do more with local, like the map rankings, than it does have to do with actual organic rankings. So you can have lots of citations, but if you don't have those hyper local links, you're probably not going to be ranking well organically. Also, if your content's not relevant to what you're trying to rank for, so we're actually continuing this. This was just the first thing we were looking at, which was links. The next thing we're actually going to look at is the content relevancy on the site. So let's get out of all these links and stuff. We know that we do need more hyperlocal for sure, but there are some other things we can do. Cancel. And also, we haven't really seen the full effect at what's been happening with our rankings past the optimizations we've already made on the site. It's only been a month, so it's kind of hard to say right off the bat these are the things that are permanent. We're still going up for stuff, and I actually think whatever. I'll just keep going on this. So you'll see these are the different things we have to do in terms of the page optimization. So let's click on keyword in body text. So we'll go view detailed suggestions. And then this is going to compare us to the other pages that are ranking. So if we look at page 0, we got 379. Page 1 has 0 frequency of exact match keywords mentioned. 379 words in the copy, 476 here. In this one, 286 here. We have 270. We probably want more words than that. So if we go to the home page, we'll just go through here. We go through there. There isn't much content here. I mean, there's the introduction, there's the blog, but there isn't really anything saying this has to do with Santa Barbara besides the logo. There's the quote right here, but it would be helpful to have more text in here about what the business is about. Unfortunately, a lot of cases people won't actually let you change the text on their website because it's a very certain way for their brand. They don't want it to be like their website to be bloated with extra text, which I completely understand, but it would be more helpful to be able to add stuff in there. Like I said, we only have like 277 words to work with. One of the things I probably would recommend is something along the lines of this. So this is a good template for anybody who's trying to rank for local services or anything local. You'll see welcome to the business or whatever the name is. We're happy to help serve the whatever area that you're going to be in. And then you'll see the different areas. Actually, this isn't even as good as I used to have it. Here's a better example. Let's go to iPhone repair. Wow, I took out both. I really don't know why I did that. Here, I'll show you a different website. This website right here is a perfect example. So Santa Barbara computer repair, favorite, PC tech provides affordable, and then all the different services and then the different areas. This is like a perfect template right here. That's really how you want to do it. Also, continue to list all of the other services on your site that are related that you're probably going to be linking to. Is really going to help get Google to better understand what this page is about. Right now, it's kind of like I said, very vague. Also, we don't really have any links besides the ones in the footer, which this is considered more supplementary content. There's main content and then there's supplementary content. Supplementary content's something that's going to be on all of your pages, and Google kind of devalues that and doesn't really look at that as much as they look at your main content. So I will want to bring up, if possible, can we start at least adding reviews on the homepage or something, get more content on here. I've also found that adding reviews helps improve conversions. So I'm going to say add more content to homepage, possibly look into listing reviews as well. That social proof goes a long way. Ronit says, people say duplicate content doesn't matter for local. Your thoughts? Duplicate content matters in any situation. You don't want to have duplicate content. You want to stay away from it whenever you can. Isolated CBD says dupe does matter. Alex Becker used 100 pages of duplicate content for a rank and rent site. Oh, he's saying it doesn't matter. Well, I mean, I would disagree with that. You can rank for things that are really similar. Like, for instance, I ranked pages on my website for like 50 variations of SEO in different cities. So like, for instance, SEO Oxnard, SEO Ventura. I ranked for like literally all these different places, which I think got actually hit with a penalty because all of these pages were so similar. If you look at this, so if I go here, watch California locations, you'll see all of these different counties I optimized for, and I got rankings in like all of these places. So like these are all different landing pages with all pretty much the same content. So that's similar. That's similar. This is similar. And like I've done this with hundreds of pages, and I got rankings. And the thing is, though, is these are different enough where it's not exactly duplicate content, even though it is pretty close, and they're also doorway pages. I really recommend against creating duplicate content, even though people are saying, yeah, you can. I wouldn't do it. And then, of course, I wouldn't trust a lot of the things that Alex Becker is saying. Okay, so where were we? We were here. Sorry. So words need to be increased if possible. These are the different frequencies of the keywords that we're mentioning. So 26 on page 1. This is all the different things combined. So movers, Santa Barbara. 26, 36, and then we're only mentioning at 12. This might be okay. We might not be under optimizing if we have also keywords in our alt tags and whatever other tags we're going to be using. Like for instance, heading tags and whatnot. This is just within the body text, I believe, which actually would include heading tags, but it's not showing alt tags. Sometimes you can actually over optimize by having multiple images with alt tag text under the same keywords, which we would just want to change those to LSI variations. But let's go to keyword use and page title. We got mover Santa Barbara, which is that exact match keyword variation, which we also do want to look at the click-through rate for that. So let's go over to Search Console. I'm getting in the comments that duplicate content ranks. Just because duplicate content ranks sometimes doesn't mean you should be doing it. All right, search analytics, impressions, click-through, position, filter. Well, actually, that's pretty much it right there. And then we're going to go to click-throughs. Oh, actually, there we are. Mover Santa Barbara, so 4.8% click-through. So I'm hesitant to change that, especially with a 7.8% click-through, when that's such a high click-through. So I kind of like keeping this how it is with the 5 stars, and that's why I left it like, or that's why I optimized it like that, is because I knew that if we put 5-star reviews, we'd probably be getting more clicks. So in that scenario, I'm going to keep it for now. We might want to try to re-optimize and retest it later. But for now, we're going to keep it. So also you'll see the page looks like it's okay to go there. Keyword use in H1 to H6. Looks like we're using it 0% of the time, but we might want to use the LSI variations in these different heading tags. Looks like everybody else has about an 8.5% to 26% and a 0% here on page 3. It looks like having a decent percent of at least some of these variations in the heading tags is going to be helpful for us, and we're not mentioning it all on there. We're mentioning moving, which is why we were getting all those clicks for moving before. So let's go to moving Santa Barbara, moving companies. And there we are. Let's see if we're showing up higher on organic. Wouldn't be surprised if we were. Well, actually, no, we're not going to be showing up higher on organic anymore for that variation because we re-optimized for movers. Let's see. Oh, there they are. So yeah. But then you'll see they're actually pulling a different meta description here, Santa Barbara Moving Company, because that's what we're mentioning. So actually in that post, we're actually going to want to mention movers in the heading tags. So let's go back to Aloha Moving. We're just going to re-optimize it now. Oh, I have to log in. Shoot. don't think I have the credentials right now. Oh, there I am. Yay. Yes. When it's sweet. I'm just going to go back to the home page. I'm going to go to edit page. And, oh yes, of course. I remember this page we weren't actually able to change anything on because it's pulling from this weird template that I don't understand how to make changes on. I think it's under theme options. And this actually has like a custom homepage setting here, which is just so odd to me. Yes, slider settings. So this is like the, okay, homepage feature area. So there we go. Like I said, we're probably going to want to add more text there. First feature heading, and I think this has to do with our H1. Let's go in here and look. So we'll go to Aloha Moving. We'll go to View Page Source. And we'll grab that, see what that's showing. So that's an H6. Let's see where that's showing up. Owner, operated. So yeah, these are the different headings. Kind of a bummer because I don't really want to change anything in here that's not going to really be applicable to these different images. And I can't change too much in here because there isn't really much going on besides this content area. And I don't think anywhere in here it actually says movers. Oh, our movers, here we go, cool. So let's see Santa Barbara, let's see how many times. That's not bad, but we could say our Santa Barbara movers. Our Santa Barbara movers are experienced, so yeah, we'll do that variation at least. Our Santa, that's not in there either. Wait, hold on. There we go. Santa Barbara movers. I don't know if you can add HTML in here, but we would probably want to do some sort of bold and italics in here if we could to add that extra content relevancy signal. I would love to use that in the header, but something to do with movers. Oh gosh. So we'll just leave a note for now. I don't know what we can do. Maybe when we have more content around this on the home page, if possible, we can actually add those variations in there. So I'm going to put that as a note. I'm going to put mover, where is it? Add more content. Also try to add in headers or headings with movers and semantic keywords, or LSI keywords, sorry. All right, we got a question. Prod Charles says, do you think local SEO happens faster than regular SEO? In terms of national, I mean, it really depends. Like in certain niches, it might, I think local SEO is easier, but I've been doing local SEO longer than I've been doing national, so I don't really know. In terms of which one takes longer, I think local SEO, you can definitely rank sites faster for local queries, but that also depends on the niche for that too. I don't really know what MX's comments about. All right, so cancel out of there. Let's go back to the top 10. Oh, also, I think in the footer, there's actually maybe an opportunity where we could start having that show up, even though it's supplementary content. Let's see, go back. Why Aloha Moving? I mean, it would be nice if we could say Aloha Moving Movers. Aloha. Aloha Movers has it. Oh gosh, can't really do that either. Oh well. Also, we probably want to update the copyright. It says to 2015, so we want to do that. Let's do that. Update copyright to 2017. Boom. Also, I don't know when the site was last updated, but it might be good to either relaunch content or update the content. We'll look at that later too. Let's make sure. I think I did check if this had a sitemap. Let's just double check on that. Yeah. And then I think this is the last updated. So 2016, 12. Oh yeah, so this is actually helpful because it's showing Google that we are updating these different pages. I updated a bunch of these pages on the 12th. I believe. Or is that the 26th? I don't know. Cancel out. Let's go. The lead capture, I wonder how that's doing. I think that's on the homepage. Let's see. Date 2015. That's not showing. Or is that showing right now? 12, 18, 15, no. So I don't think this is active anymore. We could use those to remarket too, though. We also might want to consider remarketing with AdWords. If there's an extra advertising budget, consider remarketing with AdWords. And we also really want to consider maybe an AdWords budget as well, or at least maybe some other search engine marketing budget. We won't do that right now. Let's go to Top 10 Optimizer again. And keyword analysis for Mover Santa Barbara. I think we already looked at that. Everything combined, it looks like. Is that for? Yeah, that's for the heading tag. So yeah, that's what we were just looking at. We want to add more of that in there if we can under the heading tags. Keyword use in body bold text. Everything 0% for everybody. I think that would be something that we could want it. We should do if possible. Also, bold and italics not being used. Let's go over here. Sorry, where did I go? Boom. Keyword use in meta description. I think we are definitely using movers in meta description. Boom, once, looks good. Keyword use in anchor text. Same domain anchor text. And this just has to do with the EMD, I believe. Let's see. Over Santa Barbara. Where I think these other people just have movers in their exact match domain. Or maybe it has to do with the URLs. So keyword use in the same domain anchor text. Anchor text are words. Oh, okay, so actually this has to do with outer linking, I believe. I don't know, does it? Okay, no, yeah, these are the different links that we're linking to, and then these are the anchor text, which has nothing to do with movers, or whatever our exact variation is, which we might not want to link internally because then we'd be sending separate signals to the other pages that we're trying to rank, but we might want to link externally to other high authoritative sources, which I don't think we're doing. Let's go back. Not really linking to any authoritative sources, so we might want to consider doing that as well. Let's see what else. Keyword use in the root domain name, that doesn't really matter. Keyword use in the subdomain name doesn't really matter. Keyword use in URL path, of course, it's just the home page, so that's not going to matter. Domain age, that's going to matter. Looks like we've been here since 2000, which is crazy to me because you would think that we would be accumulating links after 16 years. Number of visitors to site. Our page, it looks like it says 9. Does it say 9 million? No, that's Alexa traffic rank. Sorry, I thought that said visitors to site. And the rest just has to do with search engine visibility in terms of technical stuff, I believe. What we're doing with our CSS, all that stuff, body text. Some other things that we can look at. Some cool things that actually SEO Profiler does is it gives you like starter links if you wanted to start doing like links on like basic websites. We're not actually gonna dive into that right now. We could start optimizing for the other pages as well. I do want to start setting up heat map tracking software, so we're gonna go over to Hotjar because I want to see how people are actually interacting with this form and at least see the heat maps on this. Let's go to sign in. We're gonna go to oh gosh, we probably need to create a new account. I don't remember what my account is. I don't know if you can have separate domains either for your account, so I'll just create a new one. Travis Tees Ltd says, how do you create content for client sites? I just outsource the client using writer access if they're not gonna, if they don't want to write it. I never write content. Also, you can also get them to do video, and then you can have that repurposed through like a content breakdown as well, and put that on the site, which is kind of cool. Also, yeah, we might want to consider that. Consider video, and then also consider YouTube for local. Not really for as much attracting local customers, but also just getting extra videos going through YouTube search engine as well as Google's, and then using that to remarket or repurpose our content. So if we go to our role, I'm going to say digital marketer. We'll use this account to manage clients. No. And then we'll say Aloha Moving. Prod Charles says, what are some ways you use external links to enhance the user experience? By linking to other things that people might find relevant, like maybe like external sources, like I don't know, maybe like a news article that was mentioned about this website, or like the top ways to, I don't know, maybe like a moving article or something. Anything that's going to help improve, like I don't know, maybe other people's opinions on this site, or something that's going to be relevant and helpful. It really depends on the niche. That is also a good question though. We also want to move the site over to HT or SSL whenever we can. So I want to say that as well. So Hotjar, let's go grab that URL. Aneem says copyscape paste content versus unique for local. Don't do copyscape. Record site visitors. Boom, create heat map. We're not going to be asking questions. Skip this step. And then we're not going to be inviting anybody. And then we're going to take this code right here, and we're going to put it in the heading tags. Get out of here. Or sorry, before the end head tag. Exit. Grab that, copy to clipboard. And then we're going to go to, I think, theme options. What is it? SEO options. Nope, that's not what we want. We don't want. Oh, there's the update. We can get that there. Save. Social icons, we got that. Homepage feature area. Where is it? Oh, sorry, this is on the homepage. Does it not have the ability to put in? Oh, there we go. Tracking code. Boom. So let's go that again. See if that went through. So we'll go to here. And we're actually going to have to start recording on a per page basis. And we're going to actually want to start doing recordings as well. So if we go to recordings, it looks like it's already starting to record. It says tracking inactive. Let's just double check that. Verify installation. Press verify. Looks like it's going through. So now we're going to start seeing visitor data, start seeing people going to the website, what they're doing on that specific homepage. We also want to track one other page, and that's the contact us page, and see how people are filling out that and make sure that they're not dropping off there for any sort of reason. So we'll just go back to heat maps. We'll do new heat map. We'll do 1,000 page views, page name, contact, simple URL match, or sorry, exact match URL. Boom, create heat map. So now it's tracking clicks on there as well, and then I think we can also do the recordings on that page. So we're going to do starts with sorry, hold on, landing page starts with or contains contact us, and then also we want to add that other one. Maybe we can't do more than one on the, oh, maybe we do stop recording and then do it. I haven't really used Hotjar too much, so only start recording visitors when they visit specific page. Yeah, so on the we can only do the home page right now, I think, because we don't have the pro version of this for this yet, but we might want to do that in the future. All these tools you have to pay for. I don't have the budget to pay for these tools. All right. Looks good, looks good. Call our Santa Barbara movers. Call boom. Whoops. Cool. I think, is there an alt tag in this image? Let's check it. No alt tag. That is not good news. Let's see if we can fix that. So the other thing is, one of the things we can do is just go to media and make sure all of our images have alt tags. So we'll just go Aloha moving mover logo Santa Barbara. We're not going to do keyword stuffing. We'll just do that. So that's saved. Good. Cancel out of there. Sorry, that's a PDF. Let's see if there's anything else we got to do. Looks like that's like some sort of tie over blankets. Just going to add these really quick in there because why not? Let's have those alt tags in there. Cancel out of there. Aloha moving location. Also, one of the things that we also want that I did see is like more pictures. So if we go over to the Google business listing, by adding more pictures, you can actually increase how many times you show up and search more, and you get more trust. So we definitely want to finish uploading all of our pictures there. So if we go here, manage photos, you'll see that there are a bunch more that we could be adding. We don't even have team photos, so we do want that. And I can probably just get those off the Facebook page. Aloha moving truck. So let's see if I can get some of those pictures off Facebook. I got a question. Rolhith says, hey Chase, nice video. Thanks, man. Ronit says, how much do you spend on tools monthly? Probably only a couple $100, but most of the SEO tools I got for free from the podcast I used to do. Cancel it here. And let's go to Aloha moving. Sorry if there's yelling in the background. I live in one of the biggest party colleges in California, maybe even the United States. I live literally on the party street. So this is a lot of pictures, so this is awesome. We can use all of these. So I'm just going to save them. I'm going to show you guys how to optimize these as well. So we'll save image. We'll say moving. We'll just create a new folder. The desktop, new folder. We'll do Aloha moving. We don't want funny image. We just want whatever this is. So Aloha moving trucks at work. We might even want to consider putting images in more of the website, or even do like a website image page, like pictures of our stuff. We might also want to do a review page. I don't know if we have that yet, but we're going to say consider review page and consider pictures page. Because there's just another way we can put more content on the site and also repurpose the content. So we'll save that, click on this one. I think that's the picture we already have, but we're just going to put it Aloha moving trucks in Santa Barbara. Grab this one. Inside our trucks. We might even want to look for the LSI variations of trucks and whatnot, but whatever, it's not that big of a deal. Grab this one. Aloha moving truck on street. Grab this one. what is it? It would be moving furniture at customer's house. We'll say getting ready to move. We'll just keep getting, I mean, all of these are going to be helpful. You can upload so many images. And I'll actually show you this, guys, later in the next video we do for this business, because you'll see that we start showing up way more in image search after doing this. Another view inside our truck. Truck on grass field. Well, okay, this is good because we actually have PC in this one. So, owner of Aloha moving with truck, because we need more of the team photos section filled out. And I think that's a picture of somebody driving the truck, but we don't have a close enough picture of that. So press see more. I'm specifically looking for more pictures of the people working here. Looks like that might be it for now, which is a little disappointing. Let's go to photos and see if we can find any more. Oh, here we go. Awesome. Awesome. Oh gosh, let's see. This is like a gold mine here, because it's so hard to get pictures from clients. Aloha moving team at work. King Riches says, "Hey Chase, how much should you charge? Should a newbie charge for their first client?" I would say don't try not to charge anything under $500 like a month. If you start charging under that, people are going to really start to question how good you are at SEO. Aloha moving movers at work. I should have said during Halloween, because I think that's actually he was wearing a costume during Halloween. Dollies inside truck. I think that would be a good keyword. Dollies truck. And then let's just grab a couple more if we can. Let's go back to here. Rooster says, "This is entertaining. Keep up the good work." Thanks, man. I'm glad you think this is entertaining as well. We're gonna grab this one. I think we might already have that one. Paul Kroonquist, owner of Aloha Moving. If we do need more, we can always come back. Good. I think that's good. I think that's good for now. And I will say to continue pushing these photos. So I think they actually do get a good amount of engagement. If we go to insights, we can actually see. So these images get like, I don't know, 130 reach. Not that much, only a couple engagements. We want to probably start boosting these as well. I would say like to like get like a some sort of marketing campaign going for the Facebook as well. Maybe like $100 a month for boosts. So you only have to do like $5, but it's definitely helpful to do. Let's so SEO says, "Very nice video, thanks." Ronit says, "You are Brian Dean of local SEO." Thanks, man. Brian Dean actually doesn't really do local SEO, which is really interesting. And I do consider myself way better at local SEO than national. King Riches says, "Thanks, you're welcome, man." So the next thing that we can actually do for these images is you can actually put in like XF data in the images, which means you can edit these further. Like you can go in, so I'll show you. You can go in here and you can right click if you're on a Windows and go into the details and start giving these like star ratings and like taking the titles and changing the XF data, because apparently Google looks at this, and I've also heard Pinterest looks at this stuff too. But I'm not going to do that because I think it's a little bit mumbo jumbo, and it seems like a little bit of a waste of time unless you have somebody who can do it for you. So in that scenario, I'm not going to actually want to do that. You'll see for the interior, we just put insides of the trucks because we don't actually have like a location except for a place to put all the trucks. Oops, sorry, that was in there twice. But that actually probably has a better variation of the URL, because that just is .jpeg or random letters.jpg. So we'll actually get rid of that one. So we'll click on it, delete it, and we'll just put something else. Go like that, select photos. Google also likes to see that you're updating your stuff as well, which is kind of cool. And then exterior photos, we're just gonna do more exterior photos of the truck. So we'll just click, 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 click. And I'm just holding the control button right now. You might actually want to, it's probably fine. Do you geotag those images? So yeah, that's like in terms of the stuff I was just talking about, I think. And I do on sometimes, but in my opinion, it's kind of a waste of time. I don't think it's necessary. Select team images, boom, boom, boom. Oops. And you guys will see this go up next time we go. Like, this is one of those things where it's like, you definitely see a difference because of this. I do want to add additional photos because I think it's important. We also don't want to have duplicate pictures here. So let's, I think I was the one who actually uploaded most of these images in the first place. But I think we have a lot of these already. So I think what we're going to do is we're not going to, also that's not the logo. So that's something also we probably want to change. Let's see if we can grab that logo and fit it. It might be too small. Aloha moving logo. Boom. Wait, why isn't it showing team photos? Hold on, let me. There it is, cool. Change logo, let's see if we can get it to go to that other one. Nope, needs to be bigger. We can fix that though, I think. Let's just go to paint. We'll go to file, open, Aloha moving logo, and let's see what it's at right now. 450 by 150, so it just needs to be longer, I believe. Now if we just select this, grab that, and then pull that down, I think it'll be good. Let's go check resize, pixels. That looks good. Should fit in there now. We can actually make this a little bit smaller. Now we're going to resave that. I just did a Control S and go to change logo again, see if it works. We got a question that says, are you only optimizing his website or are you managing all of his social media networks? So right now I'm only optimizing his social, his SEO, but I'm going to be start doing some of his social as well, so we can start getting those social signals sent, and we're probably going to be doing some sort of post scheduler like buffer. So let's cancel out of there. We just finished the on-page SEO for the home page. I don't know what the deal with this is. Oh, okay, that's how it is. The button just looks a little odd. Might want that to be a little bit bigger. But with the heat maps, we're going to start seeing whether people are actually clicking on that or not. One of the things I do want to look at is the drill down on the different pages. So if we go to content drill down under behavior in site analytics, we can see what the different user analytics look like on the different pages. So like for instance, the home page has an average time spent on page of 2 minutes and 15 seconds and a 59% bounce rate. Contact Us has 1 minute 27 second page view with an 80% bounce rate, which makes sense because most people going to the Contact Us page are probably gonna be bouncing right off afterwards. And then these are all the other pages that we've been getting traffic for. The thing that's concerning is we're not getting much traffic for all of the other pages that we have on the site that have a lot of content. So we might want to consider pruning some of the pages or combining them into a bigger page. If we look at the other pages that are ranking in Santa Barbara, you'll see that they probably have a good amount of content on the home page. At least that's what I'm assuming. So let's go to this one. So you'll see here, this is a lot of content, right? Has all the reviews, which also leads to a lot of content, which is also being updated regularly. It has all the times which are clearly displayed. It even has the weather. I mean, this is phenomenal SEO. I mean, not in terms of how this looks, but in terms of the call to action being big, also having that YouTube video embed I was talking about, and then also getting those exact keywords in the heading tags. I assume this is a heading tag right here. This is an H3. And then getting all of that text in there, which is super good, and it's going to help you rank a lot higher. And then, of course, these images probably have correct alt tags associated with, yeah, seal of Santa Barbara County. I mean, it just really kind of shows the search engines that this is what it's talking about. And you'll see they're even ranking super high with the sub page. If we go to the next best page, like Mammoth Moving, and I haven't even really looked at these sites, even though it says I have, but I haven't really spent too much time looking at them. You'll see also here tons of content. So if you can take any one thing away from this, I mean, content's really going to help out a lot. The other thing that we can do is we can figure out the similar keywords that these people are ranking for. So you see this is mainly ranking around Santa Barbara. So they're going to start showing up for the semantic variations as well, hopefully. And if we look those up, it'll kind of make it easier for us to do keyword research if we're trying to create more content around different variations. So you'll see they have a 202 monthly search rate. They're showing up #1 for their branded term, which I would hope. And then Santa Barbara, California Moving, #3, which is that other keyword we're going for. Let's just do a private search on that really quick. So we're not even showing up for that. Let's click on that. Let's click on these guys too. We're going to cross-check these guys. So these guys also have content, not that much content, but at least more than what we have on that other one. Then you'll also see the different types of moving here, which I assume has some sort of site architecture, reasonable content layout. So let's cancel out of there, go into here. So Move Green, Santa Barbara Movers, Moving Companies. So all the different variations, which we're actually starting to show up for, but like I said before, see right here, like I said before, we're also going to want to focus on organic, which is a different game. So I would say that we should start asking for some sort of search engine marketing budget. But because we're only on month 1, it's kind of hard to ask for an extra budget. And honestly, I don't like asking for like search engine marketing budgets right at the front when people are first getting into SEO as well, because that extra cost will kind of turn people away usually. But it is something that can really help. So I think like where their main KPIs are on the map. So continuing to optimize for the map, definitely respond to those reviews, definitely consider what we can do for conversion rate optimization through the different tracking we're going to be doing through the heat map and the visitor recordings. You know, taking a look at that in a little bit, and then also start doing some more stuff on social and getting those hyperlocal links going through. But most of the conversions we're going to be getting is actually off of mainly the maps. So if one of the other things is that a lot of these companies actually get a lot of clients through Craigslist, and we might want to consider outsourcing Craigslist posts, or at least written posts. We could do the Craigslist posting ourselves. It doesn't take much to maintain, but just the original posts. Because I know if we go over to Craigslist, and this is only under certain scenarios that I actually recommend this, because there are companies that you can actually help improve their business pretty fast just by including some different variations of marketing, but it's really only for niche markets. I wouldn't say like do Craigslist for like realtors or anything. I mean, maybe you would, but so if you see here, I know people get business off of here through this stuff. Let's cancel out of there. And so these other pages we already looked at: vision, expertise, residential moving. I don't know why we're not interlinking here. I thought we were. About us. I think we should probably move these over. I think also the menu item has way too many options. You don't, in my opinion, want to give people that many options. So in that scenario also, I'd probably say that we should maybe minimize that if possible, or at least create a drop down for like different things around vision, expertise. I don't know. Let's add that though. Possibly minimize menu links. All right. So other than that, I think that's what we're going to cover today. Let me just see. Oh gosh, where were we? Yeah. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else we should be checking. So we checked the analytics. Not really too much going on through there right now. Are we getting any referrals? We're getting referrals from some other search engines. The thing that kind of is alarming to me is that we're getting no referrals from social media, which I'm sure Google looks at as well. So I'm actually just going to create that buffer account and show you guys how to do that. Also, I don't think we ever went into the schema markup. That was one of the things I forgot. To go over to Aloha Moving, I think we do want to do schema markup for moving companies. So let's plug this in the structured data testing tool. You guys, there's 21 people in here and nobody's commenting. What are you guys doing? This is crazy. This is the most live viewers I've ever had. I think we should throw a party right now. So local business markup we do have. And I think that was through the schema plugin I did, which is great. And then the breadcrumb list and the website list. But moving forward, we probably would want to move that local business markup over to, what was it? The, oh gosh, the local business markup for moving companies, because you can be more specific with your markup. Let's see if we can find it. Yeah, so it is JSON LD, so that was the plugin I used. Cool. So we won't do that yet. We'll just do the buffer. So I'm gonna create a new account with buffer. I'll show you guys how to do this. And we might actually want to use something other than buffer. The problem with buffer is that when you use it, it doesn't necessarily do things that maybe a different scheduler would do. Like for instance, tag people in posts, which is really annoying. And also, there are some things that we might want to set up through if this then that, where if you post something on the website, it automatically posts, which is kind of a cool way to do things. And what that means is, like, for instance, say you posted something on your website, it'll automatically share it to your different social media platforms. And you don't have to schedule it, or it'll automatically schedule your buffer. And I can show you guys how to set that up too. But let's go into, well, maybe we want to do Hootsuite. We'll just do buffer though, because I'm already familiar with it. I don't want to do something I'm not familiar with right now. So we'll go here, and then I'll just do my new email, create account. And honestly, like, even if you're not a social media marketing pro, what I'm about to show you is like really easy to do, that you can pretty much do on anybody's site. Ronit's saying, do you only use JSON LD or also use microdata? So I try to use microdata when I can, unless it doesn't look good. Like, a lot of people actually not like the way microdata looks on their site because it looks really structured. Like for instance, here, you'll see it looks kind of weird. Like, this is actually microdata. I found that microdata ranks better, but JSON LD will still pretty much serve a good purpose, and I think it looks a little bit better on the site because you don't actually have to have that microdata. Use the microdata though if you can, in my opinion. Rooster CFW says, I'm going to work with MCA as an associate and market and get leads. What's MCA? So we're gonna, what you do once you get into buffer is you just press whatever you're gonna be signing in with. So we're gonna do page, and press continue. We're gonna select the page. Boom. And then we're just gonna start using the queue. So this is gonna automatically tell us when we should post based on what they think is the best times. What we're actually gonna do is just remove posting, and we're only gonna start posting with one a day. So this is how we're gonna do it. So we're just gonna go to our different blog posts, which I don't know if we actually have a specific blog category like on the site yet. If we go to posts, well, let's see how we're actually categorizing these. So hold on, let's go to dashboard. We're gonna go to advanced. Sorry, I have to make sure that the advanced part of Yoast is enabled, which I think is under security. Yeah, it is. Okay. So advanced. Enable breadcrumbs. We already have breadcrumbs with our other plugin. permalinks. That's not what we're actually worrying about. Where the heck is it? I think it's under dashboard. Gosh, I hate how Yoast is always changing this stuff. Oh, here we go. Post types. So posts, meta robots index, of course, pages index, of course, media index, that works. Custom post type archives. We don't really need that, but we'll just leave it checked. Taxonomies, categories. Because we're not using categories, I don't think we should be indexing these, but it's not going to matter anyways because we're not using categories and we're not using tags. I'm going to definitely turn off tags though, no matter what. Save that. And go to archives. Author archives. We're going to disable that as well, because there isn't really an author right now. And that only works if there's like multiple authors. Subpage of archives. That's fine. So let's go back to posts. So everything's is under a page, not an actual post. So that makes it a little bit different, not too different. And then these are all the different posts we have. It's kind of interesting because they made this into like a guide on like different like things that you should be doing for your moving. But I honestly think that they could almost combine this into one post, which we might want to create a skyscraper post out of this, because it's really confusing to have all of these as different pages. That's something we also want to think about. But the cool thing is that because we have all these different posts, which it should be linked to from the moving guide page, which is like the main page, I believe, which is really hard to find. It should be on the website, on the homepage, or on the menu though, I believe. So let's go back to Aloha Moving and go to moving tips. And I think there's one for a guide and then the one for tips. Oh, there it is, moving guide at the bottom. Okay, so 6 to 8 weeks before you move. Because there's no like actionable tips right in the beginning, I don't know. I don't know if this is what we're gonna. Okay, so before we actually schedule these, I'm probably just gonna ask the owner if we can just start doing moving tips and then send him what it would actually be or something along the lines, and then maybe post a picture of like their stuff with it, and then that's where I can also ask for a budget for like some sort of search engine marketing or paid promotions. So I'm gonna ask him if we can repurpose the content. So let's do that. And then also you can repurpose this content into video as well if the person's willing to actually go and talk about it, which would actually maybe be even more valuable to like doing either putting the videos on the pages and also getting them indexed on YouTube, but also repurposing them for Facebook and then getting a link to the website with the video. And the way I do that actually on Chase Reiner is I go and I change the OG data. So like SEO 2017. So when I share this, I'm actually sharing my YouTube video, but it's linking to my website. So anytime somebody clicks on it, they're watching my video through YouTube where they can subscribe and go over there and watch my videos, but they're also liking my stuff on my website, and they can press the learn more button and actually go to the website and sign up to the email list, which is kind of crazy because a lot of people don't do that because nobody really knows how to do that. So anytime you can kill two birds with one stone, it's going to be helpful. Also, I could start asking him to do like a video of the day. And then we can start posting those on the website as well. So I'm going to say possibly ask for video of the day or whatever he wants to do. Maybe he would even be comfortable talking to other people in Santa Barbara about their businesses. And then that's another way to get links on those websites. Rooster CFW says it's a MCA is a roadside assistance company. It's more like a membership with over 150,000 benefits, and every referral on your link, they pay MCA $40 and then I get $80. Sounds cool, man. So yeah, we're gonna of course have to get the other social profiles, which I don't believe I have yet. So I'm gonna ask for those. Get other social profiles. And I think for now, for the moving company, that's probably what we're going to want to do. Of course, I'm going to want to keep getting reviews, and I can show you guys what that looks like. So if we go here, hold on. I think that's right. So this is his account. And then these are all his friends. I think I have the camera in the way of this. Let me just move it over. There we go. So what I do is I take that Plepper link. So we'll go back to Plepper. And we'll go to the tools and Google review link generator. And I actually have a template for this, a specific template, which I actually already have the link, I believe. So let me go back to messages. So we'll go to recent, y'all messenger, and it should be in here. So you'll see people have been leaving reviews, and we can actually look and see what kind of data this link has been giving us. So I think if we go to, what is it? It's, gosh, we have to type it in again, but it's fine. So I think that's it. We're going to do generate awesome link, and then we're going to show URL stats so we can see if anybody's actually clicked on it. So out of all the people we set this link to for reviews, 59 people clicked on it. And you can actually see this with the review tool, which is really cool. And then you'll see most of them came through Facebook, of course, which is where we sent it. And then also it came through mobile, sending this link out via phone. Because you can send this phone out to, you can send this link out to people on their phone via text, and they can leave the review just as easy, which is really cool. So anytime you have a client, you can just send this review link over afterwards, and people will be likely to leave you a review after you're working with them. People are also more likely to leave you reviews after you work with them versus like asking for a review a lot, later on in the future. So we're just going to say this. So what I do is I just go and grab that same template, and this is the template that really converts super high. I can leave this for you guys if you need it. I just take the name, hold on, whatever their name is, and I just put a blank comma there. And then I just say, could you help me out with a huge favor and leave me a super quick review for my business? And then I put the review link, and then it has the auto OG data put in there. What I usually do is I try to get a certain amount of reviews. I only try to get, oh, I guess I copied that wrong. Hold on. Gosh, I got to redo that. I try to only get like, I just recopied it. Darn it. I try to only get like 3 or 4 reviews at most per day. Anything over that, you're going to start getting possibly marked in Google as like spam, and your reviews will either get taken off or your business will get either filtered out, or you might even get a manual penalty if you start getting too many reviews at once. So that's something where I only recommend getting a certain amount of reviews, like asking for a certain amount of reviews per day. Anything over that is going to be a little risky. So let me, sorry, I thought I got that template right. So boom, comma, and then let me get rid of that last part. Boom. So cancel out of there. Boom. And then I'll just put their name, Mary. Boom. And we'll message a couple more. So what you can also do is just go to friends and then go through that. So if we go here, and then I think if you hover over their name, you can just press message. And then I just make sure I haven't asked it before. You'll see he actually asked before with a different template, and it didn't work as well. So Plepper works a lot better, and same with the template that I use, it actually works better. We'll go, because a lot of these people we asked. We'll go here, say William, boom, comment automatically puts that comment in there, and we do another one. Linda, boom, already there, so we're not going to do that one. And then basically just repeating this process. And like I said, I probably would only recommend like outreaching to maybe 10 people at a time, because anything over that you can start to get like, say for instance all 10 of those people did leave you a review, you would probably not really look that great in the eyes of Google by getting so many reviews at one point in time. So I'll just do one more. So I'll probably do some more of those later. Also, you can do the same thing with Yelp, except when you have Yelp, it's a little bit different because you don't want to send them direct links to your Yelp page. You want them to search you for your Yelp listing like this and type in moving companies, because if people type in just your exact link, Yelp is more likely to pick it up, at least from what I've heard, as you're like trying to promote your business. So you could even send them the actual search. Like you could actually link to this and say, hey, could you just click on my business and leave me a review? And you also want to make sure that these people have, I think, more than like 10 or 15 Yelp reviews before they go and try to rate your business. Okay, so I think that's it for today. Like I said, we will be continuing this, and I look forward to showing you guys all the cool rankings we're going to achieve for this business. Of course, like I said before in the beginning, we already are showing a huge improvement for their business. Their searches are definitely going up in terms of their branded queries, and then also the queries, the informational queries that people are typing in. We're showing up more on the maps, as you'll see here, a lot more, showing up a lot more in search. And then if we go through here, we are showing up, we're getting more visits, more calls, that sort of thing. So this is one of the things that we are going to be looking at in the future too. You'll see we're going to probably get way more views on our photos after we added more of those photos, and we start adding more photos as well. And Ronit says, do you copy reviews to Google reviews to the website? I do on my iPhone repair site, only because I figured out that it does help. Well, one, it gives you a little bit more content, and two, it also really helps conversions, in my opinion. So, yeah, hopefully that was helpful for you guys. If you guys have any questions or you need help with this stuff, make sure you let me know. And hopefully we'll be seeing you guys in the near future. So until then, happy SEOing.